next artist is Danaë. Sponsored by Gig Finesse, who is also here tonight helping us run this show. Gig Finesse partners with venues and artists to finesse gigs for both. Find out more in our digital program. And don't miss Lisa's Gig Finesse show on Monday night at the Bowery Electric's Map Room. But tonight, Lisa is with us, so give it up for Danaë.
I'm going to be performing at the Wavy Awards in New York City, and I also got a call to perform at the Bowery Electric while I'm there. I love the energy of New York. I feel like every time I go there, I've had these like epiphanies and they've made a big impact in my decisions towards my career, and there's something so inspiring about everyone like hustling, and it's just a great vibe. I hope to reach a larger audience, and this is my first time performing in New York, so having this opportunity on top of being able to perform at a venue like the Bowery Electric, which is really iconic. I've had a lot of friends perform there as well. I was just really looking forward to this trip. In New York, it has a place in my heart, and ever since I was 8, so it was kind of like a dream come true.
Even this? This one, really, I can feel that feeling. And it's interesting, you don't even need to see your eyes for this one.
With I'm Not Sure What to Do being the next single, I of course have to get the artwork and the promo pics ready to go. I had this idea for the artwork pretty much when the song was done, but I had this idea of having multiple hands that are kind of just gripping and ripping at me. The song talks about grieving and that whole experience, and to me I felt like I was being pulled in multiple directions and I wasn't able to grieve myself. I worked with Anna Azarov, who is a fantastic photographer. She's worked with a lot of major label artists, and she's worked with a few of my friends as well. I took this idea to her and we discussed it, and we kind of ended up coming up with the idea of using fabric as a way to represent the hands so that they're pulling me from multiple directions.
That's a really great question.
It was a really fun shoot. I found it kind of difficult. I felt really constricted with the fabric just because I wasn't allowed to move a lot. And of course with the artwork, you're in a square format. But we ended up getting the shot. I got really, really emotional as well. Obviously we're playing the song so I can get into the character and feel that emotion again. So there were definitely some crying shots. For the rest of the photos, for the promo photos, I had a mood board of the aesthetic that I was going for and different ideas with smoke and using really moody lighting and moody backdrops. She ended up pulling from, I think she had this in her computer already, but it was lots of city scenery, and she projected that onto a screen behind me, and we just shot with the different lights from that picture. So I have to put everything together. I have to organize my performance itself. So trying to figure out what songs I want to perform, the choreography, and all the visual effects that will go on during this performance as well. Another thing I have to decide on is who I want to bring with me on this trip. Ideally, I would love to bring my cousin, who is my makeup artist, and my best friend, who is my stylist. And I really want to perform with a full band at the award show. so that's something that I'm also considering. As far as the song goes for the actual performance for the Wavies, I know that I want to do a medley. I was just trying to figure out which songs from my catalog to put together and also the order that the medley would go in.
I flew away, but some of me stayed. I didn't say goodbye.
I have a new song that no one has heard, really, and this would be the first live performance of it, and I really wanted that in the medley, so I chose to start off with I'm Not Sure What to Do as kind of like the opener of this performance. From there, I kind of knew that I wanted to do like my hits, and it was just a matter of trying to figure out what story I was trying to tell in this performance. So I kind of went back and forth, but eventually I figured out that starting off with I'm Not Sure What to Do to premiere that song, and then bringing you on this journey of coming out of that loss and grieving process that I've been in would make most sense if I were to do I'm Not Sure What to Do, Focus on Me, Weigh Me Down, and Starlit. Originally, I wanted to bring a full band with me for this performance, but unfortunately, it was out of my budget. However, I still ended up working with Brandon Owens, who is a musical director, and he was the one that helped me piece the medley together. The visual for the performance, I didn't really know what to do in the beginning. I knew, again, like I was trying to tell the story with the songs in the medley and like the flow of the medley, so I really wanted to capitalize on that. I just didn't know what to use at the time. However, something that is very prominent in my branding are butterflies. So I wanted to incorporate that, and we tried to figure out a way, again, to tell the story. So initially, we had this idea of a heart turning into a cocoon, which then turned into the chrysalis stage, and then eventually the butterfly comes out and is flying around. I worked with Juan Pablo and my cousin Samantha Bordador on this video. It was really difficult just because of what I was asking them to create. They didn't really know how to piece that together, so there was a lot of back and forth between us three and a lot of tweaking going on. I really loved how this video turned out. We pulled a lot from my lyric videos and from my music videos as well. I felt like it really captured the story. Even though it wasn't exactly what I was imagining, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like what I was doing on stage with my choreography really lined up perfectly with what was going on behind me. When it came to rehearsals, I just rehearsed in my apartment. Luckily, I have my own equipment, own PA system, microphone, everything that I need to rehearse. For budget purposes, it just made more sense. However, keep in mind, this is like the middle of summer. It's like 100 degrees outside, so I was kind of dying. Like, I was like reaching like 90 degrees in my apartment, and I'm, you know, running around and figuring out the soft choreo and constantly rehearsing, so it was pretty draining. I am really excited to be on a bigger stage.
I haven't performed in the past few years because of COVID, so this was something that I had been manifesting, and honestly, it felt surreal to even be here. I had been dreaming of this for so long, and now everything was happening fast. So much had gone into getting here, but somewhere in the middle of all of it, I felt something shift.